Hello and welcome to Caching Waves. It's going to be a really quick update on HBAR, just giving you an update on my trade. And if you're not aware of it, this is my bullish trade setup, looking for a 1-to-1 extension of the A wave off our E-leg triangle up to between 16 cents and 30 cents if we get an extension in this wave. This is our bullish sequence. We're getting higher highs, higher lows currently on the smaller time frames. And our alternates is an ending diagonal, which is almost invalidated as soon as it breaks this high. And if we end up making a triangle here as a barrier triangle and then a move to the upside. There are other options. These are just my two alternatives in the bearish sequence. And my main bull case is an ABC correction to the upside. Okay, if you're not aware, I got into this trade December 20th, what is that, 2 days ago, day and a half ago. I started this 10K trading account. These are my first 4 trades in the account, risking 1% each, which is a maximum of $100. My trade setup on HBAR was entry 8253, stop 7829, target 16 cents for an 18-to-1 risk reward on that $100. So going to MEXC here, this is my live trade. You can see right here it's currently up about 180 bucks. There was my entry there on the breakout. There's my stop right at the pivot. And it appears we've finished a 5-wave move down on the micro level. I'm going to take you down to the 5-minute. If you haven't gotten into this yet, there is an option to enter. Just so you know. So here we are down at the 15-minute. I just wanted to show you a pretty nice wave here. We were wondering if the third was over here. It turns out it was most likely over here as we're breaking our lower boundary line of our pitchfork. It looks like we're going to need a correction here on the hourly chart. So I just wanted to show you this real quick. This is where I got in. You can see my entry on MEXC. If you want my exact entries and stops and whatnot and follow me exactly, I am on MEXC. There's a link in the description if you want to support the channel. Not an endorsement, just the one I'm using currently. As you can see, we had a 1, 2 with a flat ABC, and we had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see we had divergence between the third and the fifth, which is great, exactly where it should be. It's a pretty beautiful wave all in all with nice separation. See our fourth came right between the 382 and the 50, and then we came up in an ending diagonal to exactly the 200. I use the 1618, the 100, and the 200 for anticipation where the 345 should be, or the 2.238 for where the fifth should be, but usually 1.618 and the 100 for the 3.4. So pretty much ideal if you can add that to your Fibonacci retracements as just like a rough idea when you're down here where you can expect them to be. So currently I'm not doing anything with my trade. I'm just going to let this go underwater. Probably going to give most of it back at the moment. But I like where my entry is and I like where my stop is. So I'm just going to leave it. I would like to see a hold above this previous high, at this previous high and above this fourth wave. That would be ideal. So perhaps the 236 to the 382, but I really want to see this fourth wave hold. I mean, we can dip below a little bit, but we really need to reject quickly, because if this has the potential to be a 1-2-1-2, we expect it to absolutely rocket, obviously. So I'd like to hold this level somewhere in here would be ideal. So I'll just mark that off just so we know what we're looking at. So again, just leaving my entry. Stops at 7829, entries 8253. I may look to add to it. If you're in profit, I'm remembering like when I used to be a trader. I just want to give a little bit of advice. If you're trading like on the 5-minute in and out, you could take profit on this trade right now with the option to re-enter. You can do that, absolutely. I destroyed a lot of accounts in the past trying to do that, like years ago, because what happens is you get out here and then the market takes off on you and you're chasing. So I have a nice entry. I'm going to leave it as is. And if I get a nice looking correction, like as nice as this impulse is, that's a really great impulse. We don't get many nice ones like that. Get a move down like this, move up where we pass the 618, hit like the 786, and we're just coming down nice and slow in a nice channel. Something like this. This would be like absolutely ideal, something like this. And I may take a chance if we get something like this, and I would look for a break of the previous fourth wave or B wave, if it's a third wave, of the C wave to break structure and then find support. And that's where I might leverage up this position and double it up like so, put my stop at this low. So I just wanted to give you guys that in case you're not in. That is the option to get into the trade now. But just keep in mind, you really want to be watching this, how this correction pans out. Because there's a big difference between something like that and something like this, right? There's a big difference between something like that and something like this. So you want to pay attention to how the structure forms out. If something comes like this, chances are I might end up bailing on this on the retrace, but we'll see how that goes. Hoping for the very bullish 1 2 1 2 1 2, because then I would expect targets between 25 and 30 cents, because we'd get very extended on this next wave. But there's no guarantees in the market, only probabilities. And right now we have the market moving up in impulsive manners, so looking good. All right, guys, so that's it for HBAR. Thanks for watching. If you want to see the other trades I'm in, they're over here. You can see HBAR, HFT, RSS3. Those are all on my channel if you want to check those out. All right, guys, thanks for watching.